Hey, Geckophidian here again today with another review. This was going to be our second one. This is Zeta Toys ZA-02 Armageddon's Whirlblade, their version of Vortex. And here we go, looking at the box. He's I love his alt mode the most. I do. But let's take a look at this. Oh, flip that around. Zeta. I don't even want to catch that. Okay. Artwork on the side. The left arm of Bruticus, and nope, he is not part of the head. That's not him. They match, but that's not him. He don't come with the head or anything like that. But he's such a massive arm. They only got a piece of him in there, just like Takeoff. They're not Blast Off. That's a look at his alt mode, which to me, this picture doesn't do it justice. It just doesn't. I don't think it does it justice. And on the back again, if you are 15 years or younger, you will eat something in here. That's just by nature. That's by nature. Come with a barcode if you lose anything or you need replacement. And yes, I will definitely get into that later. Because that happened. So let's get down to looking at Whirlblade. So here's Whirlblade, and I think he looks great. He's awesome. Now he is a little fidgety, but let's go ahead and get some things in order here. First, these things here, missile launchers, take those off. Say they tab in right there. And you know, you can launch them. Little, see, I'm little. Oh, not going anywhere. There you go. Shoots out. You know. Okay. Shoot. There we go. So you get two of those. They peg in on the side. Oh yeah, when you got. I forgot. I'm sitting here thinking and talking. Okay. Look. See. Push that in. See how it hangs at the bottom. Push that in. Push that up, locks it in place. And this is the firing mechanism. So got to be careful. Luckily, for the most part, when you plug it in on the sides that you plug it in, they don't readily shoot that much. So far, I think it's shot once out of multiple transformations. And just like Takeoff, he transforms different every single time. It's just weird. It's not about, it's just something goes weird or awry, okay? Now, you have to put those on. The blade, you have to put those on. All right? Each one, all of them you got to put on, and they come with these tiny little pins. You can just push in, you can just kind of set it on top and push in with the butt end of a screwdriver or a butter knife or anything solid, so hey, if you're strong enough to use your fingers, that's cool, but I'd rather just be safe. Something else, you got to screw this back rudder in. You have to screw that in. All right, but it spins freely. You'll see that better in alt mode. And this, that comes separate too. Not sold separately, it's just it's packaged separately. All right, push that in. You can hear a little click. Just a little click. Now, before, you know what? I'm gonna just do it right now instead of later. Here, this here, when you're transforming it, you got to be careful. And I'm gonna get into it later, but you got to be careful because you transform and you try to pull this one way, is not meant for it. And I learned that the hard way. I messed up. So maybe my mistake will prevent others from making a severe mistake. And it broke off. It broke off. So, and I went through painstaking measures of trying to glue it, trying to do everything, and it did not work. So I got in contact with Zeta, and they shipped it to Big Bad Toy Store where I got this guy, and it got here. It got here along with, just before Racket, which I ordered them at the same time. Well, no, Big Bad Toy Store shipped it about 5 or 6 hours before I ordered Racket. And there was about closing. So, but they got here eventually. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, he comes with a blaster. There we go. That's his blaster. That's his blaster. That's his blaster. Right at you. Peg right there. There you go. See? There you go. Right there. You don't see it? It's right. It's right there. It's right. It's right. Okay. Okay. Now, you can just slide it into his hand. There you go. It's in there. All right. He can hold it. No problem. It's not going to fall out. It's all good. You can open the hands just like blast off, but take off. It fits into a small little peg that's there, but it's not needed. That's not needed. Well, actually, that's just more to hold it, but yeah. So, and he cannot store this in his alt mode. That's the problem. He cannot store this in his alt mode. Not happening. That's annoying. That's annoying. But when I do put them up in alt mode, I do have a way of storing it, which is cheap and strange, but we'll get to that later. Now, articulation. Now, just like that, transformation hinge. Go in and out, out. Turn to the side here. Now, you ain't gonna get much. That's under 90 degrees right there. I mean, good grief. That's a 70 degree if 70 or 75 degree if I ever saw one. All right. Fingers are articulated just like takeoffs. So you can do lots of things in the wrist turn. All right. So the fingers are articulated, at least at the first knuckle joint anyway, right there at the end of the metacarpals. So I don't know. Do Cybertronians have metacarpals? I don't know. But and so you get that. You got a waist swivel. You can spin him all the way around because he is an arm. And arms must be awesome. Let's go out that far. Actually, yep, that far. Move the skirts. Skirts. Not too much. Nope. And then to the back. You want to evade it. Yeah, you get right there. Right there. You want to, move those out the way. All right. Legs. Keep going with the legs. There you go. Get about that's 90. Oh no, that's about what, 80, 85. Feet articulation. You got serious ankle tilt, but that's also transformation. Twist and rotate. That's ball jointed up down there. So you can get them in some serious wide stances if you want. All right, serious wide stances. As you see in the back, but then you got heels during transformation, so that's where they are. And then the heels is where this is right here, the front landing gear. So on both of them have it. And you're going to need a tool to get that out. Head, side to side. You can spin him all the way around. Spin him all the way around. And I guess these are cannons, blasters. I'm not sure what they're used for, but they are awesome. Can't help that. They are awesome. These right here might come out. They might. No, none of these have popped out. But if any of them do, you can just push them right back in. You don't have to worry about it. So let's get down to transforming him into his helicopter mode, his carrier helicopter mode. I'm not sure the actual name of the vehicle, but I'm not in the military and I don't study or research military. I hope you don't hold that against me. If you want his arm straight down, that's not going to happen. Just like takeoff, you have to get him down right here. All right. I'd rather go into combined mode from robot mode. It's a lot easier. It's just a lot easier. But to keep a thing going, we're going to get him into his alt mode, and then we're going to get him into his combiner mode. So arms are going to have to be out. Lift those. Now, hands. We're going to separate those out just like that. Pull these down. There's a lot of wiggle waggle, but when they come out, You don't need much, okay? This tab going back in will fit into that hole there. That's what you need to do. That hand stiff, folds that in, close it up. I am just going to transform this guy best that I can. Pull this out. Actually, you know what? It's easier to do it this way. Pop the head back. That'll free it up. Pull it down. Push the head down. All right. That sticks. These are going to get in the way. That's going to get in the way. Now, you can transform him with this on, but it usually pops off, and it most likely will when I'm transforming him. But I am going to try to transform him without taking this part off. I'm going to try. That's just my personal little goal, to transform him without taking that off. These sections come down, push those up. Come back here. Now, I get my thumb here, push that up. Well, push that off. Okay, and this right here, combiner peg, that comes down. These are going to fit inside little holes there. That helps you know you've lined it up. Now they're on a slider, their hands are on the slider, and they move up. When you slide them, they will move upwards to fit this. You'll see that in a moment. Hopefully I haven't gotten that too soon. Actually, I forgot the hard part. There's only a couple of hard parts with this. This right here, I forgot. That's a serious ratchet right there. There. They fit right back in, no problem. Swing this around. These ports should fit at the top. Right there, and the top one's right there. Fit right down in there. Now, start getting these out the way. Okay, see if I can keep this in. Because it does loosen. And the reason, see, as you turn this, it loosens. It starts, see, as soon as you move it, it pops out. So you just line it up like that. Hope it stays. That's really it. You hope it stays. Now, normally I would lock all this down real quick, but I'm not gonna. And the reason being is because I want, this part right here can be tricky as you got to slide it up under there. So I might have to dislodge this again just to get it under there, just so I don't have to force anything too much. Go ahead and get, see these right here? I always make the mistake and put them down because I'm thinking about this empty space. So that's just a common mistake. Now, here. Now, what I used to do, oh man, what I used to do, well, first let's turn these over. Okay, what I used to do was I would take these like this, put my thumb here and pull it off. So I would, and pull this up. That's why it broke, and it broke right up, no, it broke up in here. It broke up in there. It was, because those are thin, I didn't think about that. These are my first ones, so I didn't look ahead of time at transforming. So what I do now, just to be safe, I'll pull this. This is really thick. That's really durable. So I'll get there, pull that out, get that up. Yeah. There we go. Pull that up. Right now I'm just getting things out of the way, getting things done out of the way, and the waist will move. Now, pick these apart. See, just open them up. Open, open, close in, open, open, close in. Whew. Now, This guy is hectic. These black pegs come up, face them up, out the way. Move you right there, get you up. Legs just like Blast Off. Take Off, Blast Off. That's his name. First name, Take Off. I mean, Blast Off. Last name, Take Off. Blast Off, Take Off. Okay. And for these, you're going to lift it up over this right here. Over this plastic, you're going to lift it up over it. Lift it up over it, down. And it's going to snap in. And it's, you know, not very easy getting them up. So when I get them up, it's like cracking open the crab leg, man. That's the only way I've known to get it up. And then you slide it over. And you push and reposition. That's when you're going back in the robot mode. All right, we got that done. Whew. Make sure these stay down. Put those back in. Those up. I'm actually very careful with him now. Yeah, I'm going to dislodge this. Push this back up. Slide that underneath. They're not fully ready, but I at least want them there. I just want them there right now. Now, under here, worry about all this stuff now. Whew, here. Feet. Make sure all that stuff's out the way. All that's out the way. Don't close this up first. You need, for some reason, they won't work with these closed. So, turn that around like that. Turn that around. And it's not ready yet. Not ready yet. It's a mess right now. Put them together. And mine's never closed fully. But you get them together like that. Then, okay. Now I'm practically ready to push this down. Push those down, get those flat. Now you can, there's multiple ways in order to transform. You'll find your own. I'm just doing what's easiest for me right now for this video. That's all I'm working with. What's easy for me. Now this came undone. I mean, it slid up ahead of time, but focus. Slide these up on the slider. Open them. We're going to keep this area flat until the very end. But there you go. Push that in. So get all that done. That done. Let's work on this. Now, like I said, these are on a slider. As you can see, it's not going to match up. But as you slide it in, it will. And yes, you can get little stress marks. It's hard to see them, but there are little stress marks right here, right over the tab. Because sometimes they're combaticons. They will fight you. They will fight you. They will hurt you. It's what the Decepticons, it's what they do. If they don't hurt you, they haven't fulfilled their job. I'm over 15, so not one part of me wanted to get revenge and eat any of the plastic. I just want you to know that. I have not eaten one Combaticon. I don't know what kind of 15-year-olds Zeta has come in contact with, but man, they must love to eat toys at age 15 and under. Like I said, see, it's fighting me. and misaligned. Oops, bumping the camera. I do that a lot. It's on a 3-prong tripod. And then this back piece here, yeah, that comes. That little peg's got to fit into this little area there. Hopefully I don't have to cut away. It'll just work with me. Yes. And this hasn't come off yet. Thank you, but it's still part of half the brutal battle of survival. As now, close that up. Is that supposed to fit in there? But see, it's a little bit misaligned. So this is when you, there we go, push that up, get that up. Got it. Whew, okay. End up squeezing this. That's what you'll end up doing, squeezing this to get it as best as you can. Open these doors here. And this one goes in first. Close it up so this part lines up. Close it up. That lines up. All right. Right here. I usually grip these out. These are stiff usually. And it clips in like that. Swing it to the back. Close it. Comes down. Now always, when you do this, okay, that's a first. That's a first out of, I don't know how many transformations. When you do this, you don't want to just pull now, because it's on this, it's kind of a flimsy plastic piece right here. What you do is you get this and you put a finger to brace, push this panel as you pull the bottom piece to keep that panel in place. Now the panels are going to come out again. You can't help that because what I'm about to do next. Now, flip those. This is how I do it. Okay. And I just swing it around like that. Put the panel back in place. Move. See, it comes down on that hinge. You can do this. You could switch those at the opening of the transformation. At any given point, you can just spin them around and whatnot. That's the third time that's popped off out of dozens and dozens of transfers because I'll just mess with them. And this is up, so then you gotta push that down on top. Straighten out the blades. You can feel them kind of just pop into place. Okay. This ain't the last part, but this little piece there, sometimes you might need, put this on the, I'll show it down this way. Right here, this. You just pull that out. Maybe I've loosened it up over time because I've had to use my teeth on it. Now this is this right here is easy. The wheels at the bottom. And these are stubborn. You might need a tool for these. You might need a tool. Sometimes you can catch it with your thumb. Let's see if I can catch it. There's one. Let's see if I can catch it. Thank you, because you beat me up enough during this review. Hanger doors that don't open, but you know what's supposed to go in there. Okay, so this is carrier helicopter mode. That's it. And I think it's just downright better than what they show on the box. I think it is. He's got heft. He's long. He is solid. Look at that, just solid. And honestly, I'm looking at the computer screen while I'm showing this, and it doesn't do it justice. It does not do him justice. On the screen, he looks more scrunched up. But he is quite long. Matter of fact, I'm about to do a jump cut so I get a tape measure. From radar select or sonar detector or whatever that is. That might be a gun. I don't know. All the way to the furthest back blade there, you're looking at 15 1/4 inches. I mean, come on now. That's over a foot. That's over a foot. And blades they spin freely. Okay, but how free? Okay. Blow test. It works with both of them. So you can just blow on these and they'll spin. They'll spin. Now the weapon, when I have them transformed and I got them put up, I used to put him on takeoff. I would put him on the other side. Okay, that's what I would do. I just have him on the other side. But for him, this right here, when you got him in robot mode, that'll peg into there. And what I do is I just peg it on to the side. There. You can't spin the rotors. I mean the blades, but I mean, it's off. It's good. So, all right. And yes, you can shoot these if you wedge your little nail in there, hold up. But see, if I do that, then I got to do all this other stuff. Nope, not doing it. Okay. But you can shoot them off. Okay. Let's get to combiner mode, and get to arm mode. That's, like I said, I'd rather do it from robot because you basically almost go into robot mode. It can be annoying. So let's do that. Gears up. Yep. Lift these, lift that. Pull this apart. Let's see how I do. These come loose anyway. See, I just move it to the back like that. They're down, put them to the side. Well, it's a cool little effect for me, that's all. Okay, I ain't got to worry about too much. Push this in. That'll come out later. Bay doors. Just to get them out the way. Lift these. Oops. Lift these to get them out the way. Get them on top. You don't have to worry about getting the legs out at least. So yay to that. Okay. All this. Because it's going to be in arm mode like that. It's pretty much how it's going to be. So you don't have to really do too much except this. Oops. You're going to need it. Whoa, that's tight. Okay, so you need to see this right here. The waist on this, you spin the waist all the way around. And then spin this the opposite direction. Put it right back to where it was. Now you got those folded in. Fold those in. and then they see tab and stuff. You're gonna have to push them, probably have to push them back together anyway, but put all that down, that together, you're good. Don't worry about these. They got to come undone anyway. They have to. They have to. This up for now anyway. Because you got to go back into robot mode basically. Going back up again. Split. Split. And then, hold up, yep. So you got that back. The reason I say going back to the arms is what really gets to me. Push that in. Now this is when, you know, you can put it in full helicopter mode and put it all the way back. That's one thing you can do. That's one thing you can do. Or you can do what I'm planning to do. Because they put it back in full helicopter mode. I don't do that. Now, what am I looking at? I'm pretty much just transforming them. I mean, you can see what I'm doing. Put these down. Put these for clearance for the arms and whatnot, because you're going to need it. Now, part of what I do, I get this flat, because they want you to have it up officially like that, as you saw on the box. For now, put y'all that together. I am going to, for now, keep it low like this. Why? Because I want to keep these out of the way. And see, some of these are loose like that. Those are the ones I want at the top. The loose ones, I want those at the top. And I want this to trap it. So I trap it that way. See, there it came off. Yay! Came off. There we go. Oops. Flip it over. Flip it down. Settle it. There we go. And so they can be trapped up. See, as they come undone, it's not going to flip all around. So, all that's pegged in. Got this going. No, there's no place to store his gun like this. Loose ones go here. Or you can put both loose ones right in between this area. I mean, you know, or you can leave them all out. I mean, it's your vehicle, you know, your toy, you do what you want to do with it. Put those back, fold those up against it. Now, lower that. This comes out. This comes down. Come on now. Don't combat me, Combaticon. Push those up. And I think we are finished. Am I finished? Am I finished? This is the left arm of Armageddon Bruticus. That's how I'm going to have them for the most part. See, these also is something I'm going to leave that off. In some cases, they do this. I don't know why, but they'll do that. I wish there was a way to store these a lot easier. Put it there. Put it back. Put it back. This is one way to do it. It's not the instructions. The instructions don't have it like this. But they do have the back rudder completely transformed, and that's per box, per instructions. You know, I mean, that's however you want to put it. So you can get 90 degrees, but you got to move you got to get some forearm swivel in there. It's the bottom of the forearm. That's the bottom of it. Side. So that's it. That's Zeta Toys ZA-02 Armageddon's Whirlblade. This is Geckophidian for Transformers Reviews. Thank you for watching.